Testing. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully y'all can because I have my earbuds in. Only because I already had them in at the moment, so I just decided not to take them out. And if y'all see me, kind of flustered a little bit, it's because I get high easily. So I had to turn the AC off so y'all can hear me clearly. But anyways, just wanted to briefly hop back on here, y'all, because I can't do nothing but laugh. Why? Because I could see why life is really full of lessons, especially when you interact with people. It's a whole lot of lessons you can get from interacting with people. So now this is going based off of a brief interaction um, that I had with a guy that was towing my car, right? So they can get fixed. Now, I will not share all the details of how that conversation went. And it's a reason why. Because I do care about, making sure that my conversation with y'all on here is appropriate. And I also respect YouTube's community guidelines. So I'm going to follow the rules on here. Okay? Which means y'all might hear me code switching. Okay? Not saying that it was me that was talking inappropriate, but I'll put it this way. I was being professional. The guy, not so much. And this is what I mean. So, while the guy was interacting with me while towing the car, now I'm still just waking up, okay? Haven't had my morning coffee or nothing. I still was just waking up. And now my mind is on the car, right? So I'm thinking that, he's gonna ask me, just questions about the car and let me know, I figured it was just gonna be about the car. Since that's what he came here to do, tow the car. So the car can get fixed. But as I replayed our interaction when I made it back inside my house, I realized that what I was talking about in response to what he was talking about, two totally different things. That proved to me that men and women communicate different, number one. And two, we weren't on the same page. Me, I was just focused on the car and being professional. But him, now I'm trying to be professional here, y'all. So I was focused on being professional. Meanwhile, he wanted to interact outside the professional, setting. If y'all know what I mean. Okay. And I started to catch on to what he was saying. And I'm just focus on one thing that he said. And I caught it. But, I still remain professional. Because at the end of the day, I understand at the age I'm at right now that when people cross certain lines with you, especially a man, there's no need for me to get aggressive. There's no need for me to, you know, uh, be loud just to let them know I'm not crossing that line with you. I don't move like that. So I'm not going to repeat exactly what he said on here because, again, I want to keep it clean for y'all on YouTube. But he says he made a statement to me around the lines of, doing what grown-ups do in the bedroom. I'm sure y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So he basically was joking in like a flirtatious way that he knew me from somewhere. And I take that serious. Why? Because the city that I live in is pretty small compared to where I'm from. So, people tell me all the time, "Oh, I seen you before. I seen you before." So, in my head, I'm thinking that he actually saw me before somewhere, maybe somewhere that I worked or shop, but I probably just don't remember. So I'm sitting there really thinking, trying to think like, man, where he see me at? Because I don't remember seeing him. Whole time he playing games. And I ain't really realized that until I sat down when I made it back inside my home and I replayed everything. I'm like, this man playing games. So I'm like, yeah. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I'm like, you was playing games. I'm like, that man ain't see me. I'm like, he did not see me. But he was playing mind games. Trying to see where my head at and trying to see where he can have easy access. And I'm like, man, these men out here, and it's not all of them, but some of them, they something else. They are. Anywho, so when he made a comment that, oh, he basically chilled at my place before, and Lord, for lack of better terms, y'all, he claimed that me and him was doing some grown up things. I'll put it that way. So as I'm catching on to what he's saying, I'm like, And so I kept it professional. And I just told him, I said, you got me mixed up with somebody else. I kept it professional, but I was for real because I'm like, okay, I see what kind of games you playing. Because I don't move like that. I don't. So, now, after I said that, that's when he was saying, like, oh, he just playing. He just messed with me. I'm like, I know. Because I don't move like that. I say this to say, fellas, okay, number one, he may not have realized it, but he revealed to me that, number one, he don't respect women. He don't respect women, and he high risk. He like to get into high risk activity That's the most professional way I could put it on here. Yeah. He like to get into high risk activity. And he also lacks self control. So listen to all those things, those three things that I picked up that quick just off of having a 5-minute interaction with him while he towing my car to get it fixed. Now, this is things that I took note of in my head, you know, because I still laughed a little and was being professional. But the whole time in my head, I'm just taking notes without him realizing. Why? Because honestly, to tell you, see, us real women is exactly what it is. Real. We real women. We don't play into mind games with men out here, especially when we moving with intention. When we actually care about our time, we value our time, our mind, our body, our spirit, and we also are not out here desperately looking to just get a man to say we have one to have a warm body. You know, we actually care about, you know, just moving as responsible adults. We understand the consequences of our actions if we do not carefully think about, you know, what could possibly happen if we were to make a poor decision, especially if we've been there, done that already when we was, you know, just young and inexperienced and didn't know no better. So to some of these men out here who you know, looking to have easy access, you know, with some of us women that actually respect ourselves, I can honestly tell you, man, it's sad. That's all I can really say is it's sad. It's so sad. It's so sad how some of these men out here, they are they're desperately looking to have easy access to a woman's body. And it's plain as day. They don't hide it. But what they'll try to do is they'll try to play mind games to see where that woman head at. And it's like, already? We just having a 5-minute interaction. And already you talking about what grown-ups do in the bedroom. But it's just the way you dressed it up. I still caught the play. And it's just like, man. But see, that's good though, that he interacted with me in that way. Why? Because it told me what I needed to know. Told me what I needed to know. Just in 5 minutes. So I say this to say, I hope the fellas out there know that when they're not being mindful of what they are saying, they tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. And at least to us women that respect ourselves. That respect ourselves, and we moving with the intentions of improving our lives. You know, we care about our health. We care about, you know, how our decisions will affect us and our children, if we have children. So when some men out here are not being mindful of what they are saying, they're just saying anything that come to their head, we catching on to that. We paying attention to that, and we catching on to what type of man you are. Y'all tell us what kind of men y'all are when y'all do that. When y'all have no self-control over what you're saying and how you carrying yourself within just a 5-minute interaction. Man, listen. Listen. Man, sisters. I'm talking to any woman out there. Hey, man. Y'all be careful out here. Be careful out here with these men, okay? And I'm talking about the men that don't have respect for themselves and don't have respect for women to not talk, to not bring up what grown-ups do in the bedroom. You know, you just met that person. Honestly, that left a bad taste in my mouth. It did. He may not have realized it, but it did. That did not, it wasn't impressive. It wasn't impressive. And like I said, it left a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's what he wanted to do. But he basically just said what he wanted to do. And it's like, but see, the thing is, he didn't realize what type of woman he was talking to. He didn't. Because see, I didn't leave my hand fully open to let him know that I caught on to everything he was saying. Even with one eye open. Meaning, I was still waking up. So, but yeah. Ladies, y'all please be careful out here with these men. You know, and man, having discernment is so very important. So very important. Y'all be careful out here, ladies, please. And man, it feels nice to, be waiting it out. And also when you not putting yourself out there and just allowing a whole bunch of different men, just misuse you, and use you to satisfy their lustful fantasies. Because you're not an object, ladies. You're not an object. But that is exactly how some of these men would treat you if that's how you present yourself to them. So y'all be careful out here.